Hi everyone, Gemma here, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different but still related to journaling, and that is dream journaling. Specifically, how to recall your dreams using your journal. So today I'm going to be discussing a method from how to go from an inkling of what your dream might have been about to remembering your full dream. But before I get into how to do this, my channel covers stationery reviews, journaling and calligraphy. So if those are topics you're interested in, please consider subscribing for similar future content. Okay, before we get into the how, let's get into the why. Why spend your time learning to recall dreams when you have lots of things to do already? Well, I have several answers to this. My first answer to this is that dreams are fascinating. Your dreams are one-of-a-kind abstract stories created by you, for you. So why wouldn't you want to remember them? My second reason is that it brings up subconscious thoughts sometimes, so it might give you an indication of something that's on your mind and it's quite insightful to learn about. My next reason is that you spend a third of your life dreaming, so in my opinion it feels a shame for that portion of your life to be black nothingness when it could be these interesting stories. Finally, our dream interpretations. This is something that a lot of people enjoy doing. I personally find that the more you're able to recall and the more detail you're able to recall, the trickier it is to apply general kind of meanings to dreams because everything is in context. But if this is something you're interested in, then this video is for you as well. So I've covered the why, but how? How do you recall your dreams? So the first thing I recommend is that it's the very first thing you do in your day. Before you check your phone, before you listen to the news, before you do anything. And that's because dreams disappear if you don't write them down straight away. So before you're flooded with that information, it's really helpful to write down your dreams first. So I personally recommend having a notebook by the side of your bed so that when you wake up, the very first thing you can do is write it down. If you're someone who struggles to get up in the mornings, which is a bit like myself, you can look at your phone, maybe write it on the Notes app, but just be wary not to be drawn into the notifications because then you'll start to lose the information that's in your dream. There are a few different levels of dream recall. So we're going to start from the easiest things to recall to the most difficult, and I'm not going to set timelines of when you can expect to recall these different elements because I expect it varies per person. Okay, so when you start journaling your dreams for the first time and at the minute all you experience is kind of blackness, I recommend trying to recall a feeling of the dream. So did the dream feel dark or light? And I'm not on about whether it took place during the daytime or nighttime, but whether it felt quite heavy or whether it felt quite light-hearted. And it's okay if it was a mixture of the two, it's just great that you're starting to journal these things down. Once you've repeated this a few times, you may find that you're able to recall slightly more. So what I want you to do next is start learning to recall an emotion you felt during the dream. It may be that you felt several. And then once you're able to recall what emotions you were feeling, see if you can recall who or what caused that emotion. And then that's going to kind of open the floodgates and open more into what your dreams were about. Once you're able to recall your emotions and what caused them, you're probably going to start being able to recall a storyline. And now what I want you to do is try to flesh out that storyline. Who was there? Where did it take place? Where was the main setting? What other parts of the story specifically can you recall? Next is a step that I find particularly interesting, and it's not just recalling your actions that took place within the dream, but your thought process behind them. So is there a reason you made a specific action? Is there something you were thinking and wanted to vocalize but decided against? What are those thoughts that were in your mind when you were dreaming? Finally is analysis. Now, this isn't a step required to recall your dreams, but it could just be something fun that you might want to do, and there are several ways that you can go about doing this. The first is that if you're confident, you could go to friends or family and ask them for their own personal interpretation of the dream. The second is that you could go to a dedicated website that has all these symbols and kind of their meanings behind them. And the third way, and that's my personal favourite, is to interpret them yourself. And the reason why I recommend this personally is because only you know what you're going through at that time of your life. There could be things that are playing on your mind that you're aware of, so it's interesting to apply your own interpretation. Okay, so that's the end of today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm interested to know whether you've journaled your dreams before or if it's something that you would like to try. And that's everything for today. Thank you for watching.